Alright, now, another thing I want to talk about. Recently, it was saying that the heliocentric enthusiast community has found a new avenue of attack. So, what happened, it's like they'll get on my posts, on my videos and all that, and they'll see that we've taken a picture at the end of a meetup, or at some point in the meetup, and we're all smiling, we're all doing the hand sign and whatnot, and they say, oh, you guys are like a cult. These are the makings of a cult, because you all seem to care about each other. You feel like you have this special knowledge and all that. You believe that you have this ideology cornered, and you're kind of above. I mean, they're just projecting these things onto us, when in actuality, the characteristics of a cult, from what I can understand, well, one thing, sometimes people are just born into a cult. Like your family was part of it, and then you're born into this thing, and you just have to adopt these beliefs like everybody else to fit in. And that's what that's all about. And it's kind of the same as the globe belief, because we were all born into this heliocentric system, where we get this propaganda all the time, where we're taught that the earth is a spinning ball flying through infinite space on the edge of this insignificant galaxy, you know, and there's just septillion other planets out there that we can live on. We're all taught this, you know, all of our lives, just like a cult. But what happens is, you know, they behave as if they are the ones that are members of a cult. Why do I say this? Well, as soon as you come out and say that the earth is flat, they attack you as if you're a member that was part of a cult, and then you decided to stray away from the faith. Okay, that's what they do. Like Leah Remini, I believe that's her name, how she's exposing Scientology. You know, she's being attacked for that, because Scientology is a cult. She was in, she gets out, she exposes it, and she's under attack for exposing it. You know, that's what we do. We were part of the scientism cult, the globe believer cult. Now we walk away, and we're exposing the fact that it was a cult, and we're attacked for it. So yeah, we're not the ones that are in the cult. It's those guys. It's not us. You know, we're ridiculed, we're belittled, we're called names, you know, by the people who are still part of the faith. And while I'm saying in the faith, the idea is, you know, it's scientism. The people who still believe in the globe, they treat that more seriously, actually, than a lot of people who call themselves people of faith. Why do I say that? Well, they attack you more viciously when you say you don't believe in gravity than a Christian gets offended when someone says that they don't believe in God. They assume that we don't believe in science. And they say believe in. You don't believe in science? You don't believe in gravity? We aren't supposed to believe in these things. Science is about experimentation and observation, doing testable, repeatable processes in order to come to a solid conclusion before you actually believe something to be fact. Instead, what we get is a bunch of theories about things that can't be tested. So that's what I mean. They want us to just believe in these things in order to fit in with everybody else. And while they're attacking us, they're basically saying, the bottom line is they're basically telling us, why do you feel like you're special? Just think like everybody else. And that's not what we're here to do. We're not supposed to fit in. We're not supposed to think like everybody else. That's not what we're here for. This isn't some cookie cutter operation where we're all supposed to like the same things, you know, think the same thoughts, go to the same place. We're not, that's not what we're here for, okay? We're supposed to be different. Have you ever gone to a movie and seen a movie progress where everybody continuously through the whole movie does the exact same thing? If you did, that was probably a pretty depressing movie. I'm guessing. There may be a couple out there, but no sort of box office smash, I'm guessing, has resulted from a movie wherein everyone does the exact same thing. there's always a main character, and that main character is typically a person who decided to do their own thing, who decided to go against the grain, who didn't do the same thing as everybody else. That's us. That's what we do. We're not going along with everybody else. So yeah, you're the main character in your movie, okay? Because you're not doing the same thing as everybody else. Yes, it's really like that. You know, they want us to think like everybody else, and it doesn't make any sense, because, you know, the world needs people to do things differently, okay? Being like everybody else, you're just gonna fit in, and that's not what we're here to do, okay? Be yourself and be good at it, because you can't be anybody else. You know, you're you, so be you the best that you can. And if you're somewhat of an outcast, you know what, as many flat earthers as I've talked to recently, I find that we all have a pretty similar story. We couldn't really fit in school, weren't all that popular, didn't really fit into society, didn't really you know, fit in these small social groups. It will be points where we're sitting around and everybody's so caught up and involved in talking about absolutely nothing, and there are points where we want to jump in, but like, they're not talking about anything. That's probably us, or at least that's part of my story. So, you know, we're the black sheep. It is what it is. You know, we're like, again, we're not supposed to fit in. That's not what you're here for. Do something different. Dare to be different. Okay? Be who you are. Say what you say. Do what you do. Because those that matter don't mind, and those that mind don't matter. Alright? That's all I got for this one.